Good afternoon and welcome to today's assembly. Now, nearly a week ago, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. was inaugurated as the 46th President of the United States of America. At just over 78, he's the oldest American to be elected to that role, and at a time when there is so much to do to tackle COVID, to re-energise the economy, to unite the nation, you may also have wondered, why does Joe Biden want that job? He spent much of his life in the world of politics. As long ago as 1972, he was first elected as senator and went on to serve 6 terms. At the time, he was the youngest senator, and he went on to put himself forward twice to be president in 1988 and 2008. So 2020 was third time lucky, although in 1988 he himself withdrew after he admitted to plagiarising a speech by the then leader of the British Labour Party, Neil Kinnock. So through that long career, Joe Biden has showed persistence, but he's also demonstrated resilience. In 1972, shortly after he won his first Senate race, he lost his wife Nelia and baby daughter Naomi in a car accident. He famously took the oath of office for his first Senate term from the hospital room of his toddler sons Bo and Hunter, who had both survived the crash, although in 2015 Bo himself sadly died of brain cancer at the age of just 46. Again, given that all he has been through, one might ask, at the age of 78, should Biden not be just enjoying a comfortable retirement with his remaining family, rather than taking on what is likely to be the biggest political challenge of his life? He was described as the best vice president America has ever had by Barack Obama, with whom he served for 8 years, from 2008 to 2016. Some of you may have read the latest book by Mr. Obama, In a Promised Land, where he writes, "If I remain hopeful about the future, it's in a large part because I've learned to place my faith in my fellow citizens, especially those of the next generation, whose conviction in the equal worth of all people seems to come as second nature, and who insist on making real those principles that their parents and teachers told them were true, but they perhaps never fully believed themselves. More than anyone else, my book is for those young people, an invitation to once again remake the world and to bring about, through hard work, determination and a big dose of imagination, an America that fully aligns itself with all that is best in us." Do we settle for a world as it is, or as we believe it could and should be? We've yet to see how effective Joe Biden will be as US President, what he achieves and how he achieves it, but I wonder whether he feels that optimism, that the world can and should be better, and that through hard work, determination, imagination, he with others can make it so. And perhaps that's why he wants the top job, the challenge, the grueling hard work, the criticism, at the grand old age of 78. Because he has faith in those around him to help him make a better world. So how does any of this have an impact on us, on this side of the pond, as they say? Well, there's the fact that traditionally the UK and US have tended to have a close relationship, to trade and to employ each other's citizens. More than 1.2 million Americans work for UK companies in the United States, and over 1.5 million Britons are directly employed by US firms. And like it or not, America has a major influence on the world. But perhaps we also look to the US president as a major world leader and see what sort of tone they set, why they do what they do and how they do it, and the road they've taken to that high office. Like Biden, there are Chigwell families today coping with loss and sadness, one in particular this week, and we think about the huge pain that they're feeling now, as Biden did once. However tragic it seems at the moment, things will get a little better. You will come out of this stronger. And I was delighted to hear how well some senior school pupils were supporting the family I'm thinking of recently. That's exactly how it should be. There'll be Chigwell students too, who've had disappointments with grades or university offers. Good students who deserve success in the long term, but who haven't had the outcome they wanted just yet. Keep going, keep trying, And remember that sometimes we have to play the long game. If you do, who knows just what you can still achieve. Perhaps the start of a new presidency reminds us all to be ambitious, to be the best we can, using all our talents and opportunities to the full, and not letting any of our characteristics be a reason for settling for second best. It was Michelle Obama who, talking about opportunities for all, regardless of background, said, "You can't be what you can't see." It's important for us to have role models, and it's important for us to be role models in terms of what we strive to achieve for ourselves and what we show others like us is possible. We can and should be leaders even now. And finally, in a presidential context, it seems appropriate to end with a tweet, this one from Barack Obama, who said that being president doesn't change who you are, it reveals who you are. We know where Joe Biden has come from and what he's achieved so far. The next 4 years and what he does will indeed show us who he really is, why he wanted that role, and whether he can indeed make the world better. Thank you.